So, good morning or good night, depending on where you are in the world, and welcome to another album review of The Shield Dude on a Couch. I'm your host, Hector, and today we're talking about a debut record by a band from Germany called Changeling. And the album is a self-titled record. And this album came to my radar because I did an album review for Obscura, and I had a coucher leave me a comment. The coucher's name is at Ruben Silva 5204, and he suggested I listen to this record. And he said that this record obviously features an ex-member from Obscura, and it's Tom, and his last name, he goes by Tom Fountainhead, and he was in that amazing Obscura album Acrobatis, and apparently the culture told me that he wrote a lot of stuff for that album, and I don't think he's a fan of Obscura no more, and he told me to check this album out, and he said that it was his album of the year. So I was interested. So Ruben Silva 50204, sorry I took a while to review it, but thank you for leaving that comment because I did. And you know what, Ruben? You are right. This is an amazing album. It puts that Labs Obscura album to shame. To shame. So if you're lukewarm to the Labs Obscura album, listen to Changeling. Or Changeling. I don't know if I'm butchering the name. So yeah, this record is 10 tracks, 1 hour in length, and it's 10 tracks, but it's really divided in 3 parts. So there's you have a introduction, you have 3 songs, then you have interludes. So there's a few 2 more interludes. So the album is divided to me in 3 parts, and it's supposed to be a concept record. I was trying to get online what the concept of the record is about, but I couldn't find it. So anyone knows the concept of the record, comment down below and let me know. But did I need to know the concept of the record to enjoy it? Not really. I enjoyed this record without knowing the concept. And something that this record does well, because when I saw that it was 60 minutes, I'm like, it's technical death metal. I'm like, sometimes technical death metal is best consumed in shorter passages. If it's too long, it can get repetitious sometimes and not hit the mark. But that's not the case with this album. They really bring different elements and keep it fresh, if I must say so. So the album mixes death metal, some jazz music elements, some world music, and has even some orchestration in some parts. So I would really say this album is a prog technical death metal record, and there's a lot of complex arrangements within the songs and some great vocal variety. Sometimes they do guttural, more harsher vocals, clean vocals, more black metal style vocals. So they try different things with the vocals and keep it interesting. And also something that I enjoyed about this record is definitely the Tom Fountainhead. He's the main player in this band, so this is his baby, and he's been known for being amazing with the fretless guitar. So the guitar work on this record is amazing. It's great guitar work all around. But something that he's been criticized for before in the past is he's great, he's virtuosic, but sometimes he pushes so much that he does really complex things that maybe don't suit the songs. But on this album, I think Tom Fountainhead is a little bit restrained in some parts, and he's just doing enough to what does the song need. And this is something because I remember there's a band called Alkaloid that I did some of their albums, but then they had some albums that they're okay, you're technical, but what does that technicality all that brings to the song? I think on this album there's some technical stuff, but they always suit the songs. You know, it's not like showboating, like, oh, I'm this amazing musician, no one can touch me, we're not worthy type of stuff. But yes, that is a great thing to have. But yes, you are worthy.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy! We're not worthy! We're not!
So the album, I'm gonna talk about my favorite tracks from this record. So first of all, I think the second track that follows the record, Instant Results, it's a great track. That song gets very technical and very fast, and you get a sense of what to expect from the music on this record. So I thought that was a great start. Then you have the third track on the record, Falling in Circles, which features Subway to Sally. I think that's I don't know if that was, I think that was one of the singles, and I can see why. It's one of the most catchy songs on the record, but that doesn't mean that it's like soft. No, it has some great guitar work, and the bass also really shines on this track. This is just a great song, and I really like the vocals on this one as well. So the album in the second half, it has like songs there's one called Changeling, like the name of the band, and this has some more Middle Eastern instruments and flair to the music with some death metal elements. But like in the half of the song, you get that Middle Eastern vibe, and you get some like different singing, and I really enjoyed it. I think it brought like the song to a different level, and like it's just so good at what they do and how they bring those different elements and just make it sound cohesive in this song. And after that, they have a song called Abyss, and that one also is it's really hypnotic song, and there's a little bit of repetition on that song, but it works for that song because you feel almost like you're falling in an abyss. The album ends with two songs that have the orchestration on the record, but it's orchestration that it's meant to be like it's in the background and it enhances, but it doesn't take over. This is not a symphonic metal album. It's not like you have like that grandiose like orchestration, like just overpower the music. No, it does not. So that's why I think it works. It works, and the songs are Abdication, and that one is a more progressive metal song. It's more softer, and it's like 9-minute track, and I think I like it that it's a bit softer and you have like some room to breathe. You don't have to be Archspire and go like a million miles an hour like every time. So they're technical without just overpowering you to death. Then the last track, Anathema, which is almost a 17-minute opus. It's at first I thought 17 minutes, technical death metal, this might get repetitious or just too jarring, but no, it has some great changes, even like some spoken words on some part, so you don't even feel the wrong time. You feel like the song is actually shorter when it's actually a long track. So this one, I really enjoyed it. I think they take everything that they do, like the jazz elements, the progressive technical death metal, and different sounds to this track for an epic finale. So this debut record by Changeling is just an amazing album that I'm glad that someone commented, because if not, maybe I wouldn't have listened to it and I would have missed one of the best technical progressive albums of the year. It's just that good. There's no weak track on this record. It doesn't have a flaw, and it's 60 minutes, but no minute is wasted. Every minute on this record is worth your time. So yeah, very much recommended. So again, Ruben Silva 50204. Thank you for the comment, and thank you for making me listen to this because it is that great. So if you are one of those obscure fans that thought their last album was meh, then this album is for you. If you don't like this type of progressive technical death metal, then you won't like this. But I'm telling you, the musicianship on this album is great. It's like they took this sound to 11.
Yeah. The numbers all go to 11. Look, right across the board. 11, 11.
So yeah, Couchers, I want to know from you, what do you think of Changeling self-titled record? Comment down below what are your favorite tracks from the record, and if there's some other technical progressive metal records that come out that I haven't listened to, comment down below so I can check and discover more new music. So if you like the videos that I'm putting out, do not forget to give me a like and do not forget to subscribe. That helps me with the YouTube algorithm to get to more people like yourself. So until next time, Couchers, this is Hector, the Shield Dude on the Couch, and I'll see you all right here on the couch. Thank you and goodbye.